Hello, happy Monday. I'm back to talk about Jax Taylor. Of course we are. Let me just turn on TikTok. We're live on all of the platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Facebook, Twitter, all of them. God, how come I can't remember all of them? You know where we're at. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And just trying it on right now. Can I find them? Okay. Oh, it's okay. Who's here? Oh, there's people here. We're here to talk about Jax Taylor and his stupid interview that he did with the Alex Baskin Robbins. You know that guy. So I have an interview of him 3 months ago when he first went to rehab, okay? And then I have one of him. I have Brittany from 3 months ago, what he had said. And then I have what he said this month. And then what her reaction was, because he's now admitted to us that he's a cocaine addict. The pasta, which we've known this for a long time. This is not new news, Jax. You know what I mean? This isn't new news for Jax. This isn't something that it's like a big shocker, right? He thinks it is. But because, hey, Danny Gossip Girl, but because Jax is just delusional, it doesn't matter to him. It doesn't mean anything unless the rest of the world knows about it. He has to tell everybody his business. You know what I mean? So for him, this is just like for him to get attention. And that's all he ever wants. And he's not serious about his he's not serious about his sobriety. And I'll tell you why. And we'll go through it. I'm gonna go over it. If I can just get TikTok to turn. Yeah. He definitely, give me 1 second. He definitely is talking like he's been sober for months and months, and he knows all the sober things, and he's gonna, he's really got it this time, and he just talks so much shit. Like, I just can't even deal with him. Like, I hate to be like that because I hate to down embrace sobriety, but I don't even think he's sober now. I don't. And I'll tell you why. It's kind of obvious, but I mean, maybe not to like everybody else. Where's my TikTok? Oh, yeah, I think I would get this done before I come on here. What is my goddamn thing? Hold on. Sorry. And I like, it's like, I hate to not have faith in the guy, but like, dude, like, you gotta like stop with it. Like, nobody believes you anymore. And I don't want to be like, mean to Brittany and say that anything is her fault. But you know what? Like, how long are you going to stay married to this guy? I'm not this. How long are you going to stay married to this guy? Why he did this cocaine? You're about to have a whole baby with him. So I have clips of, like I said, the interviews. I have clips of what he did to him before. I have clips of all the fuck ups Jax has done. Okay, when he screamed at, or when he got in a fight with Sandoval over the Kristen stuff. When he slept with his best friend's girlfriend, his girlfriend's best friend. Jax has never been faithful to anybody. He's never been nice to anybody. He's never treated his girlfriends or his wife or his mother or anybody in his life like a good person. He's not a good person. He's not a good human, and it's just obvious. He's now at the point where he had to go to rehab because I'm telling you right now, the Valley made him go. He was going to, hey, Danny Gossip Girl, please follow Danny Gossip Girl. Go to her podcast, her Instagram, and all her stuff. Follow her stuff, please. Like I said, I'm live on all the platforms, on Instagram. Hey, Dustin, I'm muted. Am I muted on Instagram or just here? Uh-oh. Hold on. No, hold on. Tab. Am I still muted over here? Am I muted on Instagram? Can you hear me over there? It looks like it says that it's working. Let me see. All right. Am I muted over here on Instagram? Am I muted on Facebook? Oh my God, Krista. Am I muted on YouTube? Where's my volume? Hold on, let me check. Am I muted? Mike, are you working? Mike, it says it's working. No. General. I don't know. Anybody over here? Can you hear me, Dustin, on here on Instagram? I'm not Instagram. YouTube got me confused. You said I was muted somewhere. Anybody? Anyone? It says it's working, but okay. So Dustin, what are you talking about? Am I muted on Instagram? If I can't, I have to keep it muted because, well, I don't know what that will happen. It's going to have to stay there because I don't know. You do usually hear me on Instagram? That's weird because I haven't done any, I didn't change anything for it. So I don't know why. That sucks. You're not able to hear me. It says you are live. But if I unmute it, then you're going to hear me over here. But, oh, I don't know what to do with it. Anyway, nothing that Jack says in this interview with Alex Baskin shocks me. I believe that it is damage control. I think that Alex is the one who talked them into bringing Jax back to begin with. And I think that he's just trying to validate his thing. He's trying to literally, but today, I don't know. You can't hear me today on there. I don't know. It's going to have to stay like that because I can't keep fucking with it. Sorry if you guys can't hear me on Instagram. Let me just type in there. Usually you can't hear me. You're going to have to come over to Instagram. That sucks. I hope the people on TikTok can hear me. And I also really don't understand why he thinks that Brittany would ever have faith in him anymore. Why in the world? This is, you know, they've been married for how long? There's been a good 20 years. He's been on cocaine, he said. 20 years, okay? Why now would she have faith in you? You decide now when you're going to get clean at the end of your, like literally when it's way, way, way too late, when your son's 5 years old and you've been doing cocaine ever since the day he was born, since the day you met her. You only went to rehab, Jax, because you had to save your job, okay? We're not stupid. I'm not stupid anyway. I'm going to play it on my phone, and I hope you guys can hear me through. I can hear. If you can't, I'll have to play it on here. I just don't want to have to keep fast forwarding it. I'm just going to pull up the image. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Now this is, I'm going to play Jax from 3 months ago. Okay, this is about him saying Brittany wants to see him fail. This is 3 months ago. This is when he has denied it. This is like, he doesn't talk about drugs, but he didn't say nothing about drugs. And he says this when he's got his bipolar diagnosis. So, you know what? I'm just going to fucking play it on here for you guys. Oh, let me share my screen share. That'd be easier to screen share it. Scrub it. Just throw it down. This is okay. Now you guys can see him pretty good. Okay. But today you can't. Okay. I'm just going to have to speed it up. Make Jack sound more of a cokehead. This was 3 months ago when he was his bipolar diagnosis, him talking about Brittany.
Some skepticism when you talk about changing.
Yeah.
Because you've said that before,
yeah.
And then a lot of the same things have happened over and over again. And Brittany doesn't think that you're necessarily capable of changing. What do you say to that?
That's her opinion. I've never been on medication in my entire life until I went through the facility. So I think this is playing a huge role. I was very stubborn. I didn't get help. This is the first time I've gotten help. This is the first time I went and had an outreach. Yeah, she's upset. She's upset.
17 days he stayed this first time.
She's going to hit below the belt. She's say things I'm not going to change. She's going to say this and that because she's hurt and she has every right to be. You know, I as you'll see on the season of the Valley, people are probably going to come after me. I was in a really dark place.
Really, really, really dark place. Jax, why? You got everything. The house, the bar, the podcast, the fucking show. The fuck's wrong with you?
I did some really awful things. And what I mean by awful things is I was verbally abusive. And, you know, it wasn't necessarily about Brittany itself. I would compartmentalize my problems during the day. If something was going on or something angered me with my family or my friends, or if I just went to the grocery store and somebody pissed me off.
I want you guys just to listen to what he says here. This is 3 months ago before he went back to rehab.
I would compartmentalize it. And then unfortunately I would go home and my wife was the one that would be, you know, in the line of fire, and I would just take it out on her. I would find something to set me off and take it out on her, which was so wrong. It hurts me that she says that because, you know, I would hope that she'd be like.
It hurts you that she says that she doesn't have faith in you. Do you hear what he just fucking said? This guy, man.
You know, I always love him and I want him to change.
Yeah.
I would hope she would say that, you know, just for my own thing. I've been married to her for a long.
Why the fuck would she do it for you, Jax? Why would she fucking say that for your sake, motherfucker? What the fuck have you done for her? What the fuck have you done for her, sir?
Long time, and I would just hope that after this many years,
Guy. This is 3 months ago before he fucked up. This is before. This is when he was lying to us right here. He's lying. He's lying to us right here. Just listen.
she would say that, she would at least say he's a good father, and I hope he changes down the road.
Are you a good father, Jax? How the fuck are you a good father? You've been doing cocaine in front of your son for fucking the entire time he's been alive.
Not be so negative. I don't understand that.
Well, I think that she hopes that you'll change. I think she just isn't convinced that it's going to happen. And I think that's, sort of where time will come into play.
Yeah, I think she really wants to see me fail. I really,
You
really
think so?
do. I think so. I think she wants to see me fail.
Why would she want to see you fail, you fucking cokehead? Listen to you fucking cokey. All coked the fuck out. Look at you. Look at you. Why would she want to see you fail? You make no sense, sir. That makes no sense.
I think she wants to prove everyone right. And to be honest, I've done nothing wrong.
So everybody's going to be right. So she wants to prove everybody. So everybody says you're going to be a fuck up. That's pretty fucked up, Jax. Nobody has faith in you. That's what the fuck you're saying. Everybody's going to be right. That's what Brittany wants. You think everybody wants you to look like this and be this motherfucker. Nobody wants to be around this scumbag. Hear yourself?
Since I've been out, I've been overly nice to her. I've actually been nice to her more now than I was when I was married. I go out of my way for her. And there's some, which is weird. She says all these negative things about me, but yet she'll call me like 2 days ago. Come over. You want to have some drinks? Come over. You want to hook up? Like
this.
She'll go out and publicly humiliate me and call me every name in the book.
But
3 days ago, she's like, hey, you want to come over and have dinner? You want to come over and have drinks? Don't tell anybody that I'm doing.
I have all the time right here. You publicly humiliated her. You fuck.
Yes. So people don't know that. She talks all this shit, but then, she'll be like, come over, come and hang out, come on this.
Because you were her husband, you fucking piece of shit. And she's trying to reconcile why she still wants to have sex with you, dirty scumbag. Cokehead who treats her like shit. Fuck her for not being able to fucking get ready, so wanting to ride your dick, Fuck her for that, you fucking piece of shit. Look at you. Selling her out here. This is him selling her out, guys. This is one example of what Jax fucking does.
So I don't mean to blow her cover, but,
okay. You don't mean to blow her cover.
I'm not all that bad. She wouldn't be calling me over. She wouldn't be saying, hey, let's go to the pumpkin patch with Cruz. Let's go to
you fuck. You cokehead motherfucker.
Disney with Cruz. Let's take Cruz together to school. If I was that bad of a human being, do you think she would do all this?
Yeah.
Why do you think that when you say that she doesn't want you to change? Why do you think that?
Yeah. I don't know. I think she just, I think I hurt her bad. I think.
So then why wouldn't she want you to change, Jax? Answer the question. Can you answer that question? Why wouldn't she want you to change? You don't have to answer that because she hurt you. That doesn't answer the question. She doesn't want you to change because you hurt her? No. If you hurt her, that means she would want you to change. Fuck. Stupid fuck.
I've over the years, I've really worn on her. And I think I put such a bad taste in her mouth.
I've been doing this shit with him since the day we met him. I have been fucking calling this motherfucker, and it just makes me so mad that I'm still doing it. I'm not mad at me. I'm not mad at him. Mad at me. Mad at me.
And I think the fact that I've decided not to work on the marriage, I think that was a huge blow to her because she thought I was going to work on the marriage.
You thought
and I think she was.
You thought that. She thought that. Motherfucker, what? What are you saying, Cokie?
Kind of a little bit shocked by that.
Line, dude.
So you think that, in other words, that if you end up in a good place, and
I will end up in a good place.
No, you won't.
Yeah, and so if you put in the work and things are headed in the right direction, then that somehow reflects on her or just upsets her because it's easier just for you to be the asshole.
It's easier for me to be the asshole. It's expected for me to fuck up. It's expected for me to go back to my old ways. So it gives me more drive now to prove everybody wrong, to prove that it wasn't a waste of time for me to go to the facility, that it wasn't a waste of time for me to get help.
It was
trying to be an advocate for mental health.
You want to be an advocate for mental health while you're sitting here fucking lying to us? Lying to us? Liar? Liar face?
I want people to be like, he's full of
liar face.
Shit, So I'm working really hard on myself.
You are full of shit, liar face.
And I'm working really hard just to, to make the right decisions. And unfortunately,
are you making the right decisions, Cokie? Are you, Cokie?
Everybody's different. Everybody has their demons, and I've just made some really fucked up decisions in the past. And but I'm trying.
What is it like co-parenting when you guys are not getting along personally?
It's been fine up until now, and I know not to break into this the divorce, but people were coming after me because I didn't get a lawyer in the beginning. And it's not that I didn't want to get a lawyer. I was just trying to give Brittany what she wanted, and she told me right off the bat, yes, these are the things I want, full custody and all this. She's like, but you're going to see Cruz.
Full custody because you're a cokehead. Do you hear yourself? She took full custody and you said okay. Why, Jax?
every day. I'm just saying this because, I'm protecting myself. I'm his mother, but she's like, you're a great father. You're going to see him all the time. So I figured, okay, I'm not going to fight her on this. There's no reason to fight. I don't, and I thought, okay, I get him on the weekends and every Wednesday. I thought that was a pretty fair
You don't have a leg to stand on, Koki.
deal. I think people just thought I was giving up.
Right. Because
And
just to be
that's
clear,
not the case at all.
and you would never do that.
I would never in a million years do that. And we had a one-on-one talk about it. She's like, I would never do that. I just protecting myself and that, I have the final say. The only thing I have a problem with in all this is what we've talked about is medical. I want to be involved in the medical and I want to be involved in his schooling. So other than that,
Cookie.
that's his mother. I want him to be in the house that he grew up in.
Well,
And right now we're
that's not what you said in the beginning. Look at you, fucking mess.
kind of,
You mess.
going back and forth because we both have busy schedules with different things. So, right now it's, hey, can you take him tomorrow? Can you do this tomorrow? It's just been back and forth, which I knew it was going to be.
Right.
I knew it was going to be like that. She's not going to want to hire a nanny every day and it's expensive, especially when I'm right down the road and I'm by myself and I'm constantly calling her every day. What do you need me to do tomorrow? What do you need? Can I grab him tomorrow? Let me take him for a couple hours to give you a break because he's a lot. So
it was one of the reasons that you wanted to take that place too, was that it was right down the road. So
I was right. Yeah. It's literally a mile down the road. I can be there in 5 minutes.
Does Schwartz help with Cruz?
Oh, man.
In all honesty, Cruz hasn't been to my house yet. He's got a beautiful room all set up. His bed, his toys are all in there. Brittany is just not ready for me to have him at the house yet, which is understandable. But like I said, I think it's going to happen soon because it's a lot of work for her to deal with Cruz full time
on her own. Yeah.
And I'm here. I'm like, hey, let me take him for the weekend. Let me give yourself a break because, mentally it's got to be tough to be a single mom and work and, do everything you got to do. So I think eventually, she's going to come around because I've taken pictures of Cruz's room and shown her. And I say, hey, listen, I'll put some cameras in the house that you can see if it makes you feel more comfortable. Whatever it is that you want, I'll do. Like, I'm very whatever what she wants. I'm very easy. I just want to make it easy for her. But the more easy I make it for her, the harder she makes it for me. And I feel like she's not expecting
You're a cokehead. You hear something?
this from me. I feel like she wants a fight. I feel like she really wants me to argue. She wants me to, so she can be like, see, I feel like that's what she's looking for. And the fact that I'm not arguing or just kind of walking away,
You're arguing right now. I can't stand him. Do you hear him?
which I never
Lines through his teeth right now.
used to do. I used to have the last word. I used to have to yell and scream. I think the fact now that I wash my hands of it, or if she gets angry, I just say, okay, whatever. I think it's bothering her a little bit because she's not used to that.
Okay.
And I think she does see change. I think she really does, but I don't think she wants to admit it.
It's all really fresh.
So it is very fresh, and we're still trying to figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
it's the ink's not even near dry on the papers yet. We're right in the middle of this divorce right
dude.
now, right in the middle. And unfortunately, this process takes up to 6 to 8 months to go through. I have a buddy of mine who's on the show as well, Jesse, who's going through the same.
Danny, am I too hard on him? Or am I right? Am I right? He's lying through his teeth right now. Look at him.
Thing, and his is a lot worse than mine.
Yeah.
They're fighting over the nickel and diming over little things here and there, and they butt heads on certain things, and it's tough. It's really, really tough. I see him going through it, and I just hope I don't get to that point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely hope that for your sake too. Your marriages were very different in the first place.
Yes.
It's you and Brittany splitting up was sad because that was a loving marriage, and I don't think Jesse
was it a loving marriage? Was it, Alex? I don't think so.
Michelle breaking up was news to anyone.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I knew that personally. I didn't see that lasting very much. I think
really
in that marriage, he was a different person. He was Jesse's he's a hard-headed, he's from Boston, he's just one of those guys, but he's a lot different now. He's got a new girlfriend, and I think she brings out the best in him. She's a really lovely young lady, and I like her a lot, and she works with mental health too, and I think she's really changed him. I see a really vulnerable side to him, and I don't know if it's the divorce, I don't know if it's his daughter, I don't know if it's this new girl, but whatever it is, he's a completely different human being, and I really like this new Jesse. I know the divorce is really wearing on him. Like, he calls me, and it just cries, and just like, you never
cries about.
I've seen the strongest men in the world, the manliest men just crumble during divorces. It just breaks guys. It just breaks them.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I mean, it's one of the ultimate stresses in life, and it is akin to a death.
It's like I said, the hardest thing in my life was my father's death. And now, like I said, this is right under that.
Has your mother met Cruz?
No, Jaxie.
At this point? No. And I haven't really spoken to my mother. I think she got wind
good question.
of, I think like everybody else through the tabloids. She reached out to me while I was in the facility. She checked in on me every day. And then I've tried to reach out to her a couple times. She's very vague with me. I sent her pictures of Cruz. I do want her to meet him, I think, at some point. I would regret it down the line if my son says, hey, why don't you try to work it out with your mom? Or how come I could have never met her? I think I would, never forgive myself. And, it's hard to hold grudges. It's hard to be angry and mean. it's a lot easier to forgive,
let go,
because we're not here for a long time, and yeah, I don't agree with what she did, but life goes on, and I feel like I don't need to be in the best relationship with my mother, but I would like to have a sit down with her. And we did talk about it the last week in my facility of meeting, and she agreed to it. So I'm gonna go to Florida and meet her one-on-one, and then eventually bring my son over.
For more of my conversation with Jax Taylor, go to bravotv.com.
No, don't. Well, that was 3 months ago. Now this was an old one. Oh, this is an old one. This is him lying. We're gonna get to his new one. We're gonna get to the lying new one. But I want to just go through a couple things with Jax first. Okay. Actually, let's hear Brittany. Let's hear Brittany. What Brittany said 3 months ago.
Problems during the day. If something was.
Sorry. That's the new one. Oh, that's the one we just did. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. Okay, here's Brittany.
Have again all of it on the show this season, and we didn't know on the outside whether you were really going to go through with it, because you had considered doing it, and then you seemed to have a different resolve, and you went ahead and
see what happened,
and we see the immediate fallout of it.
Yeah, I mean, I was just like, I have to do this now before I back out, before he gets out of the mental health facility and pulls me back in. I have to do it now while I'm feeling strong, while I'm so angry. I've just got to get it done.
Because you were concerned otherwise that you would end up feeling bad for him, and he would come out and he'd be especially nice to you, and
draw and pull me back in.
Right.
Because he's been able to do that for 10 years.
Yeah.
So I just was like, I have to go through with it now, and I have to be strong, and I have to stay strong from here on out.
Well, basically what you're saying is that he was the same, but you were different.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like he changed at all.
Change ever
in those 30 days. And the reason, I'm sure it'll be on the show as well.
Lying. She lies right here for 17 days. It wasn't 30 days, it was 17.
But, a lot of rage texting and stuff was still going on the entire time that he was in rehab. So for me, I was just noticing, like, this is just going to be constant. Like, if you're in therapy 7 hours a day and you're still finding time to call me names and cuss me out and send me rage texts, then you're obviously not ever going to change.
Never.
And that made the decision for you.
Oh yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad. I can't stay in this.
Nope.
So just kind of like very eye-opening.
Yeah. And you did it.
Yeah. And I was like, let's do it now before I change my mind. And I'm so glad I did. And I'm not changing my mind. And I'm happy with my decision.
Well, it seems like your friends would kill you too if you did change your mind.
My friends would die. My family would die. My mom, you'll see her this season, I'm sure. She's always been such a Team Jax person. And after she saw everything that happened leading up to this season, she just is like, no, you need to get away. And for her to say that is a big deal.
We cover this in the show, but what about the claim that you were dating Jax's friend and you guys had an explicit no dating in the friend group policy?
Okay, we did not have a no dating in the friend group policy. We never spoke about that, because why would we? I didn't even think it first off, I didn't think that I was going to hook up with his friend. It wasn't anything that I was
planned.
I'm for sure. Yeah, it wasn't planned. I wasn't trying to go after one of his friends. That's not how it happened. What we had said is nobody around Cruz and nobody at our home that we own together, that I still pay the bills for, that all my photos and my furniture and everything I own is still at that house, and my son stays there. Like, just please don't have girls at the house.
So those were the two rules.
Those were the two rules. And I don't know if he had anybody around Cruz, but he definitely had people at my house, because I called him both times. Only 2 times that I called him. I'm sure there was other times, but I called him twice, and I was like, man.
And that whole situation factored into the bad blow up that then ultimately led you to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that me hooking up with his friend, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't planned, but it was somebody that I felt like I knew. And in our world, it's so crazy because how do you trust people? And I was single for the first time in LA. It's another weird thing about my life is that my whole LA story has been with Jax and on camera pretty much. Mm-hmm. So I've never lived in LA without Jax. So this is also a new thing for me. But whenever I did start hanging out with him, it was because it was somebody that I knew. I always thought he was hot. And also I was just so mad at Jax. So I didn't care if I hurt his feelings about that. Why should I care? He never cared about how he hurt my feelings for years. Exactly. He put me down. He did so much to me. So it's I'm sorry that you're so upset about who it is, but at the same time, you didn't give me attention, affection, or anything for years. Made my confidence this big. So I was like, you know what? This guy's really hot. So
Taking care of yourself.
yeah, taking care of myself. And Jax has no leg to stand on. He hooked up with my friend. Let's all remember that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, Kristen, Stassi, like they've had history. He's done it to other friends. Like he has no leg to stand on.
Are you on the dating apps?
No, I've never been on a dating app before.
Really? Yeah.
No. I don't think I'm that ready.
You're open to it, but you're not.
Ready.
Yeah.
No. I was just like I could tell that this guy was flirting with me. I was always flirting with him. He is very much my type. And just kind of flirting through DMs one time. And I was just like, come over.
All right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Slid in the DMs.
All right. So let's say that you end up meeting the right guy, right? Are you open to getting married? Are you open to having kids? What do you think it looks like for you, ideally?
I mean, I'm open to anything.
1 second, guys.
I've always wanted more kids. Do I think like, oh yes, I want more kids? Not really. Like if it happens kind of thing. I'm just going to take everything as it goes kind of. If I fall in love, I would never have another huge wedding or anything like that again. I don't know if I would even legally get married again after seeing like what I have to go through right now with this divorce and stuff. I would definitely sign a prenup. Like there would be a lot of things that were different. But yeah, I think with like kids, because that was something else between Jax and I, is that we'd always said that we were going to have more kids. And then he just kind of blindsided me last season, was like, I don't think we're ready for another kid.
Right.
And that like really hurt my feelings because that was always our plan. It wasn't like I just came out of left field like, hey, we're going to have another kid now. Like, no, we had talked about this. This was our plan. So that was really upsetting for me. So I love kids. I love being a mom. Best thing that's ever happened to me. So if I did start dating somebody and fall in love and we ended up having a baby, that would be fine. But I'm not saying that I'm going after that by any means.
Yeah.
It's just,
he was on coke. Why, Brittany? I have a problem with the fact that she stayed with him and he was doing drugs this whole time. I really do. I feel like I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I need your guys' opinion on this one. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, at all. All right, so let's get to the next one. This is her. Now, this is what Kristen says. This is Kristen 3 months ago. We're going to get to present day. Oh, wait, this is Jax. Hold on, where's Kristen at? Kristen. What does Kristen think? It's Jax. Actually, we'll get back to it. Let's play some of Jack's most fucked up moments, right? I'm honestly, thank God they didn't have exactly. Thank God. Let's see some of Jack's. Let's see what Jax used to do. Okay, so we already did this. So this is recently. Let's go all the way back to Faith. Or Kristen. This is Kristen. Kristen. This is when he slept with Kristen, guys. I'm so scared.
Oh, sorry.
Jax,
Yeah?
how many times did it happen with Faith?
Once, honey. That's it.
No, tell me the truth.
I swear on my life.
I have proof.
I'm going to watch outside for a second. Sorry.
She's here.
What? Brittany, stop.
Jax?
Doing this thing. She's lying.
Why is she there? Why is she there? Why are you setting me up? Why are you doing this? We were talking. We're working.
Yes, but I didn't know that you actually her more than once.
I didn't do it. It's only one time.
Jax, she's obviously not here. I would have stabbed her ass. She's obviously not here.
Oh my God! Don't do that to me.
I want you to tell the truth.
Don't do that to me.
Why are you believing me? I swear to God, you.
All I asked was for the truth, and you didn't give me the truth.
What does it matter if I did 2 or 3 times?
Oh!
You're disgusting. I hate you.
I would tell you if I did it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. What's the difference between 1 time and 10 times? It doesn't make a difference.
This changes everything,
was
you
a
piece of
bunch-
changes
there was a bunch of-
everything. I can't wait. I can't wait. to
I
see
didn't
what
do
you-
anything.
You are
What are you talking
done.
about?
You piece of
I promise
No, you're not done. Brittany, what the fuck you talking about? No, you weren't.
you I didn't do it. Shut up. I said I didn't do it.
You hear him?
Will you stop? Will you stop?
Proves to me you're not changing
Do you hear him screaming at
a
her?
damn thing. We're done.
Brittany, honey.
Oh, he screwed it.
Oh my God.
Break this phone. Oh God, I gotta get to the one where he's like, what's this one? This one. We gotta get to the one where he's with Kristen. This is the slap. Jax, you're such a piece of crap.
Should we go through the list? How many other ones have you banged?
Jax. I got banged Jax. Yes, you did. Twice.
Seriously gonna really? Are we gonna go there again?
Jax.
Yeah.
Are you saying that I really?
What?
Jax told everybody everything.
You're saying that I banged you.
You were watching the movie Drive while
Drive. He went down on her, and then she went down on him, and they had sex. Watch.
Tom Sandoval was sleeping in the other room. You might want to listen to this, Tom.
What's going on? They're saying that I banged Jax.
Jax, tell the story.
Jax is saying that I
say
banged
what
him
you told me.
when you were
say
at
what you
home.
told all of us.
Oh, I'm dying to know. Please do.
Jax.
I want you to say what you just apparently told all these other people.
Really?
Yes. Yes. We slept together
How many times?
2 times.
Are you f***ing kidding me right now?
Jax simply loves attention. He used to get attention for telling lies, but now he
Look at her
also knows
hair.
he can get
Look at Katie's hair. Look at Katie's hair. Oh, Katie.
even more attention for telling the truth.
Sandoval, you were apparently sleeping in the other room the first time it happened, and the second time when you got in a fight, she slept in his house.
Okay.
But the first time you were apparently passed out. They were watching Drive. I hope you enjoyed the movie, or at least saw the end of
I'm
it.
crazy.
He was at one end of the couch. You were at the under. You guys started touching each other's legs. You started sucking his. He returned the favor, and you banged.
I don't believe it for a second. So in the past couple weeks, Jax has told everyone that me and Ariana had all these like rendezvous, and now he's saying that him and Kristen. I really don't know what I did to Jax, but for some
I don't know, Sandoval. What did you do to him?
reason, he does not give a shit about completely trying to ruin
Not at all.
my life.
So Jax is making this up so that he looks like a piece of. You think Jax?
Actually, I know that's a very good point. But
You think that Jax is making this up?
Why on earth would I make this up?
I don't know. Why would you do
What
it?
am I getting out of this?
I want nothing to do with you. I want you to delete
because
my
you
number.
think I banged
I
you
never
before,
want.
but
I don't
actually-
ever want you to look at me ever again.
Yeah.
No one wants anything to do with you now. No one. You can choose not to believe it. Why would Jax make that
Okay.
up? Why would Jax
Okay,
make that
Regina.
up?
Never lied before. I
Hey, Regina George.
mean, I don't know.
But why no? Why would Jax make something up that makes him look?
Did you make it
I
up?
never lied. So did you. Did you? You just came out about Ariana. You lied too.
Okay, whatever.
I had to hear
I'm not raising
details.
my voice. I'm
About
here. Astasia
Him
has
going down on her,
to say
and
that.
how actually he said she was good in bed.
That's disgusting.
You banged him.
This is f***ing retarded. Okay. I never banged f***ing Jax. I'm clearly not even entertaining this.
Of course you're not.
When did that happen, Jax?
It happened the night that I picked her up, and then the
Oh.
first time was.
When Tom was
Well,
at
he was
home,
passed out in the other room. He gave the details to all of
I
us.
just love how everyone
Why would he give
really,
you-
really cares about our business. I love how
You know what? I really definitely care about my
Then why are
supposed
you
one of
calling
my
out?
best friends
Why are you calling
banging
me out?
my ex-boyfriend during the time that he's shut the up. You are a
You shut
liar.
He
You are a
literally banged his best friend's girlfriend and his girlfriend's best friend.
liar. No one believes you. You are a dirty whore.
Oh. Oh.
You are
You should have been fired for that.
disgusting. Get the out of here.
walk away right now.
Get the
Oh.
She just f***ing hit me, dude. I will sue your ass.
Oh, you're going to sue me? You are done.
Fuck you,
You
Stassi. I would have fucked Stassi up. I'm sorry. She deserves it, but Stassi.
Done. Go yourself.
Let's get the out of here.
Just wait for them to
Look what Jax does. This is what Jax does.
go first.
F***ing hit me.
Kristen, you're lying. You're lying.
Are you f***ing joking
You're
right
lying.
now?
You are lying.
I'll take a f***ing lie detector.
Oh my God!
You are
Please,
Kristen.
please. What am I getting out of this?
Kristen.
Why do you make it up all the
Yeah.
time?
Tom, I'm going to show you the text verbatim about how she's trying
Oh.
to cover it up. I got all the texts right here.
Oh.
Save all your texts.
Hey, Jax. I love how you're such a good friend that you wouldn't that you wouldn't pull me aside. You wouldn't pull me aside and try to tell me this in private.
I was
Right.
going to. Oh yeah. Oh, I was going to. You cheated on her 50 times.
Wow.
Dude,
Stop it. Shut the
oh,
f***
Jax,
up.
Jax.
Anyone's business.
you've spread that everywhere, Jax.
Yeah.
I'm f***ing making a police report.
We're gonna be able to.
I need to get rid of Kristen. What do you do?
Oh my god, they're such mean girls. They deserved it. I don't know. All right, what's this one? What's this one? Jax Taylor. Wait till you know what? Jax Taylor. This might not be good, but we'll see what Jax Taylor.
Just between you guys, I feel like I got jaxed. I feel like I got preyed on. Like what you would do to other guys that like we don't even care about.
I can sit here and give you some bullshit story, but is that what you want?
No, Jax, I'm just asking you.
What do you want? I don't know
I'm
what you want
asking
from
you
me.
straight point.
Yeah.
Like you don't seem like you have any remorse. Because I would f***ing feel horrible.
I'm okay.
Would you feel horrible if you did this? Sandoval, would you feel horrible? I don't know about that. Does anybody think that he would feel horrible, guys? Do you think Sandoval would feel horrible? I don't. I'm just saying. I don't know, Sandoval.
It doesn't bother me.
That's creepy.
Tom and Kristen's relationship is bullshit. Like, you don't pine for her. So, you know what? She's got to get laid. So do I. I sleep good at night. So I'm okay.
Sleeps good at night. Jesus Christ, we knew that.
All right, man.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Do you think honesty can work here anymore?
I do.
That's when he punches him. I'm sorry, I got the wrong thing. Rot in hell. All right, Jack flashes out. All right, somebody.
I'm not trying to argue with Brittany, man, but you know,
You're in a bad place.
Oh, it's number
yeah, of course.
I think.
You love Brittany.
I love Brittany. I love her to death, and I want to fix this, and I'm going to fix this. Right?
You know you f***ed up, right?
Yeah, I understand, but it's deep rooted. If a f***ing squirrel would have looked at me with a f***ing pussy, I would have f***ed it.
Ugh.
I wanted the attention.
What the hell is happening?
I'm talking to Carter. I'm actually talking to him about why I've done what I've done, about
Then why don't
going
you
to
talk to
therapy.
me about it? Talk
You know what? I feel
to me.
comfortable talking to him about
Talk
it.
to me too. Jax, you have
Drunk
treated me like
and this drunk fucking bitch. This is why this has been happening. Talk to me. Talk to me.
talk
I
to
know
me.
that. You just walked in here.
I
Holy
don't care if I walked in here. I put my belief in you.
Ugh.
I literally just
I
want
know
to throw
that.
things out because I love you.
Oscar goes to Brittany.
Really?
Junkie face. Look how mean he is.
Congratulations.
Really?
His ass up yet? Can I?
How mean.
I'm fed the up with him.
Am I doing anything wrong right now?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. It's not your. Okay.
It's not about what we're doing wrong now.
Man,
It's,
that.
it's all
Y'all do
about.
whatever you want. Y'all.
Fuck off, Brittany. Yeah, look how evil he is.
Let's do a shot.
This
Rachel Mercury.
I can hear Jax and Brittany.
Okay,
next
Kristen
Kristen just said something. She was like, I feel like I can hear Jax yelling about. He's yelling at her right now. Not only did he
Okay, we know. We know we have the recording. We have the recording. Let's get to the interview now. Okay, let's just see what Jax says, what they say. Let's see what Kristen says about Jax this season before we get into his interview. With Alex Baskin.
Talk about Brittany and Jax because obviously, yeah, we have to go there. Obviously, that's been kicked up a bunch recently.
I mean,
and-
every day. Yesterday, this morning.
Yeah, in part by the conversations that I had with each of them here,
Mhm.
you know, which is like, you know, sort of a preview of the show that we're going to unleash. But I know you have really strong feelings because you've been there for Brittany through all of this.
Yeah.
So tell me about your response, your reaction to some of the things that Jack said about Brittany trying to get back together, about how he's a changed person. What's your point of view, Kristen Doute?
It's just it's typical Jax. It's the same Jax
Exactly
that I've known 17 years. It's the same Jax that the audience has watched on.
See, she says it. I think I don't like. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you.
TV for the last 12 plus years. It's the Jax that starts with this much truth. Example on this podcast, sitting right here. He said, you know, Brittany had like texted me to like come over or something or to hang out. There was truth to that. She was trying to give him a chance. She was trying to see the brighter side of things. And it was like within a minute, he was like,
throw her under the bus. Sorry, my stupid fucking goddamn things.
Buddy, on this hump day, Wednesday, March.
Oops, sorry.
or to hang out. There was truth to that. She was trying to give him a chance. She was trying to see the brighter side of things. And it was like within a minute, he was like, hey, and then Brittany asked me to have drinks.
You're going on too.
Brittany asked me to come over for dinner. Brittany, and he just kept building this lie because the way Jax works, if everyone hasn't figured this out, the truth is just never juicy enough for him. So he has to make it a little bit bigger. And he admits this about himself. And he knows that this is true. So all of a sudden ends up, Brittany's texting him to hook up. Have you ever heard Brittany Cartwright in her life say, hey, you want to come over for drinks? Brittany doesn't have drinks. Brittany does shots of tequila when she wants to get up. And that's it. So it's just like, why do you have to lie over something so small? And every time she gives Jax a chance, he ruins it doing stuff like that. And then they're back at the bottom. And then things that have even happened over the last 48 hours. I mean, he's just, he can't get out of his own way. I mean, I was at Brittany's yesterday working. We were shooting something
3 months ago before we went back to rehab.
And while we're in glam, I get a text from Jax. The same exact text I got from him maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Hey, so I know I've asked you this before, but like, do you have a therapist you could recommend? Because what, Jax? Don't bullshit somebody who knows this world very well. And then when he also was on this podcast saying like, he's a mental health advocate. Who the hell do you think you are?
Yep.
It just, I can't take anything that comes out of his mouth. The only thing that he said that was of any truth is that he's verbally abusive.
But it seems like this is a different version of Brittany.
Really? Good, Alex, stick up for him.
And so she has much more conviction. And I mean, I think that's, you know, clear by what she said publicly, but also we see that across the second season of The Valley.
Oh yeah.
He's horrible.
Because her friends, obviously with you leading the charge, as well as Zach and others, are trying to prop her up, and they want to make sure that she doesn't fall back into, you know, just getting back together with Jax because she thinks that's what she's supposed to do.
For sure.
And
I mean, Cruz has so much to do with that. I think Cruz was the major, as he would be, because she's the best mother. Like I look up to her in so many ways, like becoming a mother myself. Cruz is everything to her. And Cruz has some learning challenges, as we know. So he requires more attention, a little more work. So Brittany drops everything for that little boy. And is Jax a good dad? Of course he is.
No.
But can Jax get out of his own way in order to be a good dad first and foremost? That's the tricky part. Because Jax's anger issues and his need for control over Brittany's life and Brittany's choices and decisions that she makes, aside from Cruz, are still getting in the way of them being able to have a healthy co-parenting relationship. But Brittany to be Brittany too. Like I get to go out and date. And Cruz has some learning challenges, as we know. So he requires more attention, a little more work. So Brittany drops everything for that little boy. And is Jax a good dad? Of course he is.
No, he's not, Kristen.
But can Jax get out of his own way in order to be a good dad first and foremost? That's the tricky part. Because Jax's anger issues and his need for control over Brittany's life and Brittany's choices and decisions that she makes, aside from Cruz, are still getting in the way of them being able to have a healthy co-parenting relationship.
I know you never thought you'd be here. Over 40, successful, and still looking for love. Endless swipes, countless dates, and still no connection. It's frustrating, isn't it? You're not alone. So many high achievers.
But Brittany has now not only become this strong mama bear, she's also like, oh no, I get to be Brittany too. Like I get to go out and date. I get to be with someone one day who's going to treat me with respect the way that I deserve it to, and I get to be happy.
Could have left alone.
Which thank God for that.
If I can play devil's advocate just a little
Yeah.
bit with Jack. So I've only known him a couple of years.
Come on there, dude.
I'm much closer with Brittany. I think I made that apparent this season. And I think he is showing more than I've seen out of him actually, calling himself out, being more aware of how he is, because all I ever saw between him and Brittany was him being a
Well, how stupid are you? Because he was lying the whole time anyway.
douchebag to her, him just being an asshole. He was never sweet on her since I've been around. And now, he says he goes out of his way for her, and it just sad it took him this long to realize that's what you have to do.
That's literally she doesn't want it now. She wanted to do it 10 years ago. Fuck off.
For a healthy relationship.
I don't like you, Plath boy. You're the 8th Plath brother, okay? Shut up.
Right. So him recognizing that he's a step in the right direction.
Zach Plath.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's a step. It's not, it's a step of a marathon.
I think the broken part, though, like it's kind of what I'm tired of seeing from Jax. Also, what I'm tired of seeing, even from like my friends or ex-friends that are in reality on Vanderpump or The Valley. It's like this victim mentality of like, I'm so broken and I'm so down. Why isn't everyone just like going easier on me? Because I will tell you from my own perspective, what changed me and what made me step up and take responsibility for my own actions and the words that came out of my mouth was 10 years ago, and me making a really big mistake and everyone go,
Kristen, you're still doing it.
Going, no, we're not going to give you that opportunity. In fact, we're done talking to you. And I had to prove myself through
Let's prove yourself now.
actions over
You fucking do shit. What are you talking about? I don't know how the fuck you got back on here.
time to be
How?
led in the good graces of the people that I wanted in my life and that wanted me in theirs. And I had to literally prove it.
Somebody tell me how she did it, because Sassi's the only one that seemed like she actually did something about it.
So for anyone, Jack specifically, to keep talking about being a work in progress and not doing anything about it, I think is what I'm tired of, and definitely what Brittany's tired of.
You referred to even the past 48 hours developments with Jax and Brittany, and tell me what you mean by that.
Yeah, I mean, without getting into like total detail, of course, it was just things like Brittany giving Jax more than an inch and saying, okay, you want to come to this thing for cruise. You want to come. Okay, great. Then you have to be at the house at this time. We have to be at this place at this time. And Jax just kind of taking his time, doing what he wants, not coming there on time, being in a terrible mood. Do I think Jax has depression issues? Of course. Is that horrible and very difficult for him? Absolutely. You got to get it together for the sake of your child. You cannot take it out on the mother of your child.
Get it together, dude. It's time. Don't have kids on, dude.
Let it go until you get home when you can figure it out. He took it out on Brittany. And then it's like her phone's attached to the car, and then someone texts her that he doesn't like. You know what? You're divorced. Like, you're going through a divorce. You're doing what you do. She's doing what she does. And the way that he speaks to her and the abusive language that he uses, it all happened all over again. And Cruz is in the car. And then as everyone saw on TMZ, he was so in such a bad mood and in a bad place. He then gets in a little bit of a fender bender, and he's yelling, being explicit with this person because he just has these anger issues. So it was like, it never stops.
Can somebody find that TMZ?
It never stops. Do I think at some point he needs to give himself some grace? And
fuck no.
Yeah, I do. I think that's part of the healing process is stop hating yourself so much. If he stops hating himself, he'll be able to like ease up on that anxiety. He has to forgive himself, but he also has to do the work.
Shut the fuck up.
And he's got to give Brittany some space.
What you're talking about.
He can't. It's like he has this need to control.
What are you talking about?
And he's got to let that go.
But it also goes back to the related point that you made that you learned through your struggle, which is just that you have to put in the work and other people aren't on your timeline.
Exactly.
And that's really hard.
And it's not the like, see, look what I did. Like, don't I deserve a pat on the back?
Right.
You don't deserve a pat on the back. You have to be able to give yourself that pat on the back and go, I know that I worked really hard. It's up to people if they want to forgive you. And they might not. They might not ever. They might say, I don't want you in my life. It's going to be okay. It's going to hurt and it's going to be really difficult for a minute. But
Kristen, I think we got to get. No. Kristen. Right now. Goodbye, Kristen. I know. Whatever. All right. So let's get to Jack. Okay. I don't know. I'm I want to get to Brittany's reaction too, but there's one more thing I wanted to play about with Jax. I think it was when he yelled at Sandoval last year. Where is it? And I was like, how dare you? Fucking how dare you? Yelled Sandoval. How dare you? Like, where is it, man? Fuck. I don't have it. I lost it. Yeah. This is what he said to her recently. I want Jax Taylor. Hold on. I gotta see Jax Taylor yells at Sandoval. Why don't I? Not that one. This is it. Yeah, this is it. This is him. This is me yelling. I couldn't believe he did this. I lost my mind when I watched him do this. I think this is it. Is this yeah.
So not what you should be doing.
Oh, that's a lot. Dare him. Okay, so let's just get to the actual fucking interview, okay? This is Jax now. If he did all that, well, this is just one day ago. This is what he decides to come out and tell everybody. It's like, we didn't fucking know this already, Jax. Like, we didn't already fucking know this. Let me make my coffee here. There we go. I feel like I've done this a million times, Jax, with you. I've gone over this a million times with you. Your behavior. How you just repeat yourself. But let's just hear it again. It's gonna sound exactly the same as it does every reunion.
The third time that you've been on this podcast, and each of them has been very different. You were just on a few months ago, and you wanted to come on today because there's something that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Really, I've been waiting for.
Oh God, you know, guys. Oh, okay, hold on, guys. This is serious, guys. Are you fucking kidding me?
Long time to do this, and nervous, and I felt like, this was the time to do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, guys. This is the time. We'll tell everybody. It's gonna be a big shock, guys. It's gonna be a big shocker, guys. Oh God. Really?
We have season 2 of The Valley coming out shortly, and I feel like sometimes because there's so many cast members that the whole story of each person is not told, fully. And I kind of wanted to come out and kind of talk about the struggles that I've been going through for a very, very long time. And I kind of wanted everyone to know, this is what happened. I'm kind of coming. This is tough to say. So I am coming out that I'm an addict. I have substance issues.
I'm an addict. No, look at you, fucker. No shit, motherfucker.
Primarily with cocaine.
Look at him smiling. He's smiling. Cocaine.
That's hard to say out loud. Yeah, I've been dealing with this for I think the last on and off since I was 23, so I'm 45, so give or take. I've been there's times where I would stop doing it, but then there were times where I'd go heavy on.
Jax, this is the longest you've ever been sober. 82 days, you fucking piece of shit. Sorry, guys. I am a sober person. I have no empathy for this person. He is not wanting to be sober. I can tell you right now. Jax has been self-medicating as long as I have, okay? I struggle all the time. I got clean, and I self-medicate with my marijuana, and anything else, I sure as fuck don't make it everybody else's problem. And I have a problem with this motherfucker. And I told you the guys this months ago, okay? This is another reason I'm doing this. I said this months ago. I have a fucking problem with him coming out 3 months ago and acting like he went to rehab. He went to mental health rehab and then he's fixed. I said he's not. He's lying. And that is my fucking problem. And guess what? I was right. He was fucking lying. And that was my fucking problem because he was lying. And he's still fucking lying. Listen to this. He's not ready. Just listen. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
On it, I think a lot of people who watched Vanderpump Rules over the years, you kind of tell that I was on something. Obviously production and people, they didn't know what I was doing. Everything I was doing is on my own. but I was just, you know, on that train and I couldn't get off. And then people ask, you know, do you have an alcohol problem too? I don't necessarily think I have an alcohol problem, but the two go hand in hand. So I can't do cocaine without drinking. So I just gave up both.
So now he just said he can't go do cocaine without drinking. So he gave up both. Now, remember him saying this because he goes back later on. He's going to tell us that he can drink. So he can't do cocaine. He can't do so. He literally contradicts himself a lot. I'm going to point it out.
And
look at that.
I'm proud to say I'm 82, 83 days sober.
Jax, no, you're not. Look at you, you fucking lying motherfucker. You're a liar. You're a liar. Fucking liar. I don't believe you. Sorry.
Right now, which is the longest I've ever gone in my life without eating.
Really? That's nice. You have a son who's 5, a wife you've been married 9 years, and this is the longest you've ever gone without doing cocaine, Jax. Fucking wow. Wow. And everybody else was the problem. Everybody else was the problem, not Jax, though. Everybody else was the problem and not Jax. He turns this into being Brittany's problem, too. He has fucking dumped on her every... I told you he's... I called him... I mean, me and Kristen called this motherfucker out. We know. I used to be him, okay? I used to be just like him. This is fucking ridiculous. He is an embarrassment. This just made it worse. This is fucking Alex Baskin's way of saving face with this fucking dickhead, fuckhead, cokey fucking head, liar pants, McLean motherfucking pants.
Either. So, well, not my life without either. I'm sorry. This is the longest I've gone since I was 21 without, or just going this long without anything. And it's, I got to say, it feels really, really good. But again, I just want to let people know, like, this is a really, really tough disease and it's a really tough sickness. And it's I've been doing it for so long.
Me too.
And you can say hiding it, not necessarily.
Me too, Jax, but I'm not hiding it. I struggle with it. I deal with it. I'm self-aware. I take my meds. Stop taking my meds. I don't do drugs anymore, Jax. And if I do, I don't make a society fucking problem. I look at you. I look at you. And nobody would know. I don't take it out on anybody. You can do drugs and drink all day long. He gets up with that. He comes up with that too. He comes up with addicts are lazy. And then, you know, drugs aren't the problem. People are. What? Where do you hear that one?
They're hiding it, lying about it.
No, really not hiding.
And I just had enough. I mean, this year was probably the
lying here, but not hiding it. Sorry. Stop.
Hardest year of my life.
Hardest year of your life. Your podcast, you got a reality show, you had your fucking bar, 12.5%, you only own 12.5%. That's the hardest year of your life. Why, Jax? Because the cocaine got out of control, because the pot got out of control. It's the hardest year of life because you can't hold on to fucking anything for some fucking reason. You can't hold on to anything, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I keep saying that I don't know why you can't hold on to anything. Look what you did to your own mother. What do you think we could do to his wife? I mean, fuck, you know?
I would say my father's death was the hardest year until this year. I'm going through a divorce right now, which is extremely difficult.
I'm sure he's fucking proud of you, Jax. I'm sure he's fucking proud of you, you piece of shit. Make better choices, love dad. Are you making better choices, Jax? Are you making better choices for his wife, for your mother, for the mother of your child? No, Jax, you're not.
Difficult. And that's when Brittany and I.
This makes me so bad for people that are actually sober, Jax. People that actually like. I'm not trying to fucking like. I'm only doing this because it's called tough love. I would do this to my best friend. If my best friend was sitting right next to me, I would be saying the same fucking shit to her. I do say the same shit to her. I say the same shit to myself. I say the same shit to me that I say to him.
Separated, that's when the addiction got worse. Now, I was always been doing it for a long time.
So now is when he got separated, the addiction got worse. Jackson, you're fucking lying again, dude. You just said you fucking have 82 days of German sober. Sorry, I lost all. I hate it. I don't hate it. Oh God, I'm gonna get to. Sorry. No. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we're right. Okay. Yeah. How do you hit rock bottom, Jax, with everything you got? How the fuck can you hit rock? Can you not drug responsibly at your motherfucking age? If you not learned how to do cocaine responsibly, you fuck. You and Marcus fucking Mark, what's his name? Marcus. Marcus. Like, what's wrong with these people? Did I not have it up? 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 Like, can you not drink and drug responsibly? I don't understand. I don't get it. How at your age, Jax, do you not understand what the fuck you're doing? How, after 20 years, do you not know how to lose, not how to lose everything? Like, you and Marcus fucking Jordan. Why would you bring the cocaine out with you? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
It for a long time, but the addiction got
You're
worse
still
during my divorce, during my separation.
You still don't know how to do it without getting caught, you fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I literally lost control.
Did you?
Did you? I think at a point hit rock bottom. And
did you lose rock bottom? Did you have rock bottom, Jax? How? With your bar, your podcast, your TV show? How do you hit rock bottom then, Jax, with your son, your wife? How do you hit rock bottom, motherfucker? Tell me where your rock bottom was and why.
And, I had to go to.
I understand. I got mental illness. I get it. I feel like I'm at rock bottom too. I get it. I'm at mental illness. I get it. Fucking get it. But I do shit about it. He does not. I fucking literally struggle every day not to fucking act out on the way I feel. I feel like the lowest of low at the time, and I got a lot of shit too. I get everything back. I came back from the lowest of low. I came back from rock bottom too, Jax. I got everything. You came back from rock bottom. Rock bottom was when you left Vanderpump. That was rock bottom, fucking piece of shit. When you had no podcast and no TV show and no friends. And then you get it all back. And then that's your rock bottom now. I don't understand. Mentally? To fucking do something about those 17 days, Jack.
To rehab. That's kind of where we're at right now. And then I got out, obviously, here we are. But yeah, that's
that's a lot.
That's all. I mean, we'll get into more.
Yeah.
But I just want to stop there for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Right. No.
It was a lot. I've never said this in my life. So to come out and say that I have an addiction, that I have a sickness, that I have to work on the rest of my life is a really big deal for me. Obviously, I think people have known that there's something out, but for me,
you see how he romanticizes this. When you see somebody smiling and laughing about it right now, he just loves this right now because he thinks that this is his way out of getting his job back. He thinks this is going to absolve him. He thinks coming clean is going to absolve him of all the motherfucking shit that he's done leading up to this moment right here. And he's so wrong. That's why this motherfucker's not sober, because he doesn't understand addiction. When you see how it calls us all lazy, he calls people that addiction lazy.
They say that come out of my mouth it's a huge weight lift off my shoulders.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
Good. And I know that you've wanted to be able to say this, but I know that you've also struggled saying it out loud.
Yeah, yeah, because I didn't think anybody would I think I would just say it and
you would say it and watch Jax. We wouldn't believe you. Really?
Then I wouldn't really work on it.
Because you said it out loud, you wouldn't work on it, you wouldn't have accountability. I'm confused. With this next fucking 10 sentences is confusing for me. Make sense of it.
I think I've worked really, really hard on my sobriety. It didn't happen the first time.
This is when it comes clean.
But happened the second time. What I mean by that is I had to go to rehab twice, and we'll get into that later.
Later?
But yeah,
you're losing your job.
It's just a sickness. It's a disease, and it's something that I have to work on for the rest of my life.
Then why the fuck aren't you taking it serious? Fucker. What you heard what you did 24 hours ago.
Unfortunately.
I want to focus to begin with on the second rehab stint, and we'll get into the first as well. What prompted you to get help the second time?
I got a lot out of it the first time. And then when I was out, I was like, okay, I can get this. There was an incident. Brittany and I were actually on the way to
an incident. Here's the incident.
Do a doctor's appointment for our son. And her phone was connected to my car. And a man's name came up.
And that's what made you lose your shit in front of your kid? And you're working on it?
And it just triggered me. I did slip after the first incident. And I did take substance the night before. And the next day is always the worst.
Joel, this is like the next day is the worst. Not the night that he does it. The next day is the worst.
After this, the next day is the worst. I lost it. I went crazy in the car, yelling. And the worst part about all of this, and this is why I checked myself in, is that my son was in the back seat. And
that's finally why you check yourself in. That's the final way of it checks. Okay. Joel, motherfucker. Keep jawing, motherfucker. Keep jawing, motherfucker. Liar. I hate this. I hate that he's doing this right now. He's a fucking liar, and he's not fucking sober, and he thinks he's fucking. Oh my God! In my opinion, only.
That's when I knew. I'm like, I have a problem. It's still
That's
there.
when you knew you had a problem. Jesus Christ! That's the moment you knew you had a problem, Doc. That moment right there. Really? How about the $20,000 fucking client you went for him? Oh my God, dude. How about when you stole the sunglasses? How about when you fucked Kristen? How about when you fucked Faith? How about when you fucking fuck everybody? How about when you fuck your life up? You are such a loser. That is not the moment that you fucking decided to get help. The moment is when you fucking got pregnant. That would have been the moment.
Still there. Like I was very aware. I was yelling, and then I turned my head and I see my son back there. I'm just this was just utter disgust. Utter disgust.
Me too.
And Brittany was like,
I'm so disgusted with you. Utter disgust. Your kid hates you. I hope your kid hates you. I hate to say that. That's horrible. I take that back. I don't want a kid to hate him. This dude, he don't deserve his son. I hate to say that. He does not deserve Cruz.
you need to go back. And I didn't even put up a fight. Like the first time I kind of put up a little bit of a fight.
You didn't put up a fight this time because you're going to lose your job. Watch, he says it. I'm not just saying that. He says it.
That's when I was like, you're right. You're right. I didn't put up a fight. I'm like, I gotta go back.
And then Brittany reached out to a few people, including Lori, your publicist, Ryan, your manager, and me. We talked about the incident. You agreed to go, and this was over the holidays, right? So it was a very dark time for you.
I got out. Yeah, it was a very, very dark time. Yeah. I mean, again, worst year of my life. I can't even tell you. I got out. I didn't stay the full time. I ended up staying 17 days. I felt like for me, that was enough. I was like, you know what? Another 14 is not going to do anything. I know that I'm good. I'm okay. I just needed to get back and be like, okay, for a second. I just needed to okay, remember why you were here the first time?
You know why you went back, Jax? You know why he left? Do you know why he left after 17 days? I'll tell you why he left. You know why he left after 17 days? Because he found out that Stassi, I told you guys that Sheena and Lala were filming, because he left filming because he was going to lose his job and he had to go to rehab. And then he fucking leaves after 17 days because he finds out they're filming. Yep.
Time. You're back here for a second, regroup, and then get back out there. And I felt when I hit the 17th day, I'm like, you know what? I'm here. I'm done. I won't do it again. You won't touch. I'm done. I made a mistake, and I felt like it was the right decision for me at the time to leave right then. I was there on my own. I wasn't forced to be there. But I felt
yes, you were, sir. Because you won't have custody of your son or a job.
Myself that I was ready to go.
I want to touch on a few things there. So first is when you got the diagnosis. So when you were told at the facility, look, this is like, did you know going in that you were going in for addiction? Did you think you were going?
Yeah. What did you think you were going in for? Jax, don't lie to a fucking liar.
Going in for behavior? Because
all of it. I was going to get to the bottom of it. Now, when myself and my manager and Lori, we all kind of came.
But this is the first time. This is what he makes up. Talks over. He doesn't know what the fuck he's saying. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Together and researched where I would.
We all decided and we all researched and we all did it together. We made this amazing decision to save Jax's life. 17 days.
It's going to go. I have such a great team, and we say, hey, listen, this is the best place.
A team. He has a team. But yeah, it seems like he listens to him, right?
Place for you, because it kind of talks about everything: mental health, substance abuse, drug addiction, all that stuff.
It's called dual diagnosis, Jax. Get it right. You know what the fuck you're talking about, love motherfucker. Shut up.
You're going to get everything out of this, and that's kind of what I needed, because I personally don't think this fucking motherfucker thinks that he's a goddamn professional in addiction. Now listen to this asshole. That drugs and alcohol are the problem for anybody.
Oh, really? Professional? Fucking professional sober person? Professional druggie? What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. 17 days of rehab, that's what you figured out? Keep talking.
Who's there that people there's issues with their lives, and then people use to kind of mask the issues that they're going through. I'm a firm believer in drugs and alcohol are never the problem.
They're never the problem. What? Self-medicating is the problem, Jax. Yeah, we know. Drugs and alcohol are the fucking problem, scumbag. You'll learn nothing. You've learned nothing. Sorry, 500 people that are watching. He's learned nothing.
People just don't fix their problems, so they're too lazy, and then they use drugs and alcohol to mask.
Lazy. Now, this is what he calls all drug addicts lazy. Self-medicators are lazy. We're all lazy. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing. You've learned nothing, fucker. Yeah, I'm getting mad, you fuck.
Their issues instead of fixing things.
Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? You're 40 fucking 9. You're 79 years old. And you now think you're fixing your issues? Nobody believes you, fucker. And neither does your wife.
That was the problem. So I was in therapy the first time, 30 days, 7 hours of therapy a day.
7 hours a day, 30 days. Now it's 30 days, 7 hours a day. Sure, fucker, sure.
For 6 days a week. I mean, it's intense. It's intense. And then you see doctors, and then you go to therapy, and then you go to personal therapy, then you go to group therapy, then you break for lunch, then you go to, for a walk, and then they allow you to go to the gym once a day, and there's a nurse that follows you to the gym. Like, this was just utterly embarrassing for me because I'm going to Crunch Gym, which is a very big gym, and people know who I am, and they're
so you're embarrassed to go to the gym because why are you going to the gym during rehab again? Tell me that again.
kind of looking at me, but they also see this nurse walking next to me. So it was like,
so you go to the gym with your nurse. Your nurse has to accompany you to your gym. Why are you going to the gym where everybody else is going to the gym during rehab with your nurse?
It was tough. It was very, very.
I'm so fucking confused. He had a handler? He had a handler. I'm not laughing. I'm just, what the fuck is happening? You had a what? Why was she at the gym with you, you fucking weirdo?
It broke me down. I got a lot out of it. Yes, I did slip when I got out the first time, but I learned so much the first time.
You hear what he just said? He slipped. I got a lot out of it, but guess I slipped. Jack, shut the fuck up.
I mean, it was my fault.
Well, you weren't sober the first time.
We're sober
The first time I went through, I stayed sober for I think like a week or two after.
Yeah.
And then
Look at your fucking ass. Look at that face. Look at that face. That's that face right there, you fucking loser.
Started slowly going back into the game again. And I thought, okay, I can handle this. I can handle it now. I got a grip on it.
Because you were really at the time
so fucked up right now. He is jawing like a motherfucker right now. Who are you lying to, fucker?
grappling with the bipolar diagnosis.
So we'll get into that. So
yeah.
When I went in, I've always known something is wrong with me. I'm a very stubborn guy. I don't go to the doctor. I'm like my dad. I don't go to the doctor unless my arm's falling off. I'll just put some bleach on it. You know, I refuse to go to the doctor for anything. I refuse to accept anything. I'm one of those guys, like, if I have cancer, don't tell me. Like, I don't want to know.
Really? But and that's what you got mad at your mom for, right? You didn't want to know. So how could you be mad at your mom for what she did with your dad? You are such a fucking hypocrite. You hypocrite lying fuck.
And for years, I've known, everybody's told me, Jack, something's fucking wrong with you. You're not all there, you know?
This is funny.
You know, when my marriage,
you're going to lose your job, sir.
Marriage was getting, that's been tough a lot, but when my marriage was getting really bad towards the last 3 years, going through for a very, very long time. And I kind of wanted everyone to going through for a very, very long my way.
What separates great thinkers and
I can't. I'm done. I'm done with him. I'm done. I can't watch anymore. I'm done with him. I've got to talk about this tomorrow. He's triggered me bad. I can't deal with this motherfucker. I can't. He just goes on to say basically that it's been 82 days now. He's got it this time. And he treated everybody like shit. We know he's treated everybody like absolute shit. We know that. He's done it. He's treated everybody like absolute shit on the fucking cast. That's why he went to rehab, guys. Not because he fucking had to or because he wanted to. I'm going to tell you something. I went to rehab a lot. I went 5 times for everybody else. And never, you know, when I went for myself is when it worked. When I finally went, when I was tired of being, I was like 36. It was like 12 years ago. It was 12/21/12. It was the last time I fucking stuck a needle in my arm and I died. Okay. And I woke up and I never touched a needle again, but I went away. I had to do jail time after that. I had to clear up my life. I now have to live life, you know, like if adult sober and it doesn't always work, I fuck up. I fucked up a lot. I mean, not with that stuff and not with the hard drugs. I mean, I'm off the hard, you know, drugs that were killing me. I'm off of those drugs. The hard drugs. I smoke a lot of pot. You guys know that. I fucked up with Xanax in the last 10 years a couple times, you know? And it's just like, and this motherfucker's out here fucking, oh, he's an advocate for mental health now. I've been dealing with mental health my entire life, and I don't even advocate for mental health. I don't even think I could do that. And he thinks he can advocate for mental health. I can't with this asshole. We'll deal with the rest of this tomorrow, guys. I love you all. Thanks for anybody that's watching. I just got really tired and annoyed, and I can't with him tonight. I love you guys. I don't know if my comments might be turned off or something. I don't know, guys. I can't deal with him. He just makes me really angry. All right, guys. You get the drift. You get the drift. He's a liar. Again, I got mad at him 3 months ago when he tried to pull this shit on me. And I was like, you're not sober. And they'll stop speaking for sober people. Like, you're not going to stop speaking for sober people. You know? You're not sober. You're not a mental health addict. You obviously, you're still blaming people. It's still everybody else's fault. At one point, he says he only fought with her drunk, sober. Then he only fought with her the next day. And he only fought with her when he was on drugs. Like, whatever, Jax, dude. Jax is unbelievable. He is. I love you. Good night. I'll talk to you soon.